Hello! Welcome to another Minecraft video. I hope you enjoyed that intro time-lapse, or wasn't really a time-lapse, more a before and after sweep. And that's because as I was building this, I was also designing it. So there was a whole lot of going back and forth, trying block palettes, deciding whether I liked it or not, and sometimes going back. That just doesn't really make for good time-lapse footage, I find at least. So I ended up doing it this way, just an experiment. Yeah, see if that is nice. Now this area, in previous videos, it came across, but it never really was anything. I had a tiny mine entrance, and I always had the idea of making this a mine area, but wasn't really sure what purpose it would serve. But as the chests were piling up outside of my house with bulk materials, I thought, well, that sort of fits the mine theme, right? Outside, you probably have a lot of storage of stuff that in, I suppose, the lore of the area would come out of the mine or maybe go into the mine to build it. So that's what I did with this. I installed these. These are supposed to be tarps. They're a little bit regular, but in general, I'm fairly happy with them. And they cover chests that I've just been putting my bulk stuff in there. And then an item frame with the specific item there at the front to indicate what goes there. There's not really a system in there. Maybe if I spend a lot of time looking for things, I'll sort of organize them. But that is what this is. And then there's a lot of decorating stuff. I suppose there's this granite for, I don't know, what I put on the floor. These logs to be the supports for the mine entrance. This stuff, well, I don't know what this is, but I think it looks really cool. Just general miney junk stuff. And then the minecart going back and forth just to add some motion here. And this just goes back and forth. I may do something with randomization in a little bit. And then this bridge, it doesn't connect up to the smeltery at all, but I thought that would be a cool idea to just have stuff coming from here going into there. And look at that transition to darkness. I'm so proud of that, and I think that looks awesome. I'm only sad that the rails don't really follow the same pattern, but it really makes it look like that's a dark and deep hole the minecart disappears in, and that's what I wanted to go for. And I also spent some time decorating the inside of the mine. I wanted to give it more color, texture, and shape than the default cave generation has. And I wanted to go organically as well, so that the mine would follow whatever valuables would be found underground. I suppose that sort of what a real mine would do as well. So not that many straight sections, and that actually made it somehow easier to decorate in this style as well, to add detail. So I'm really happy with how this turned out. The minecarts, they come down this rail and they just get sent back instantly at this time. For the future, my plan is to have some sort of randomization system. Like now it's a hopper minecart, but it could randomly pick a minecart with a chest, or maybe one with a villager in it as well. Something like that, just to add more variety. I think that would be really cool, but I wouldn't know how to do that yet. I'd have to look it up, probably design something. It's going to be fun, but, you know, for now I left it like this. And over here, let me show these guys first. All the way at the back, I was looking for a place for my masons. These guys, mainly for the quartz, I've traded up with them. And I've stored them here. I think this is all lit up and safe for them. And I don't know, maybe if I come across zombie villagers here, they will reevaluate that. And over here, I thought it would be cool to have a section as well that looked like it was still being worked on. So I added some tools and a lantern and a box. I don't know, it's a lunchbox, I suppose. I wasn't really sure, but it looked cool. And then just a trapdoor that you can jump down into the branch mine system that I already had. That's the old way up and down. And then over here, there's a water stream that takes you all the way up to the surface again. And I think I'll bonk my head really hard. Yeah, ow, in the other trapdoor. But yeah, this way it just looks like this is still being worked on. This tunnel is being dug. Ooh, maybe I should add some ores here to follow up with the story that it follows the valuables. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to add some iron ore in there. And on the map, it looks fantastic as well. I am blown away by how clear you can see it's sort of a fenced off industrial area. I didn't expect that at all when building this. And I'm really happy with how this bridge turned out as well, the tiny minecart bridge. Really cool. I'm gonna let this rest for a bit to think about what I want to do, and with that we can remove one more thing from the project board, which is always a nice feeling. We have a couple of spots for new project. I'm gonna give that some thought as well. All right. Well, here goes nothing. Help? Okay. I wonder what converted them. Probably baby zombie is what my guess is. Oh yeah, a 1 emerald silk touch? Please do. I should have 1 emerald mending. I should have done this ages ago. Just let 1 baby zombie loose. Yeah, that's great. Well, welcome back, guys. So it's been snowing here this weekend and everything looks amazing. We don't get snow often. It was a while ago that we had this much. And it inspired me. I think I want to do something with snow in this area. I think it really suits the theme of sort of the mountain village if there is snow. And we do get natural snowfall here. Like this stuff, this wasn't here when I built this area. So this fell, and I don't know if this melts over time or anything, but it fell down at least. And looking around, I think this is sort of the level at which in the lower limit of where the snow falls on the ground. And below here, maybe it rains or something. I haven't really paid attention. But what I thought was, we could add like a lot more snow here. Obviously, I think it would be cool if on the roof we'd have snow, but I don't think I can achieve that with the half slabs and full blocks that I've been using. But maybe in other places we can get it to work. But certainly the trees and the ground area could be bits of snow. The mountainside here, you could make this more white. Maybe even use full snow blocks. Over there we could extend that down. Just make it look a lot more wintry. And I think probably that. Maybe that needs to be completely white as well, except around the volcano. I think that might really make it look like tall mountains much more than they do now. Before that, we're going to need a whole lot more snow. I was looking around. I had like 16 snowballs. But we do have this guy over here. And I was looking up snow farm designs, and you can make them based on snow golems, and I think this fits all the requirements. This is in a biome where it's where we're high enough that he creates a snow trail, because you see we have the snow over here. I think maybe torches make that melt. I'm not sure. And he needs to be protected from the rain. And we're inside here. And I was looking around. I found a design by, if I remember the name right, Eagle Eye 621. I'll link to his video in the description, of a really simple snow farm design. And I've seen this used before, but I never really knew where it came from. But it's basically based on, you push this guy into a corner, and then a half block below or something, we get snow layers. Basically, infinitely, or new ones are created as old ones are mined away. So that's what I'm gonna do here. I was looking around and we have this. I use these things as sort of shields for the lighting bars, and I think these will keep him in place. And then we'll have some paint over here. I'm gonna play around with this, and I'm sure we're going to. It's going to be frustrating because he's going to find ways to escape. But then, hey, we'll see. We'll see. And then I was looking. We gotta see. Is this? I think that's okay. Yeah. So below here, so the snowman guy, I guess it will be here or something. This might actually be perfect because it doesn't interfere with any of the redstone, and we could just stand over here maybe and just collect all the snow that we need, and we'll be safe from mobs, he'll be safe from the rain, and we'll have tons and tons of snow to spend decorating the area. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set up the pistons, etc., and then I'm going to push him into place. Okay, so first of all, can I push you out of the way? I want you standing on some soul sand because... Oh, it looked like I went up there, but that's because I have soul speed. I want you standing on some soul sand so you can generate snow somewhere. Okay, then get out of the corner again, please. Yes, thank you. Okay. I'll place a piston here. I think I know what it is. Yeah, there's... Oh, right, there's levers behind here. Okay. Whatever. We'll fix that later. We'll fix that later. Yes. Okay, good. That works. And then I want another piston over here. Like so. Yes, that will work as well. And then don't escape, please. Okay. And then... So now what we will do is... Yeah, you see, he's trying to get out, but he cannot get out through that. That is perfect. Okay, so now I'm going to extend that piston, and then this piston, and then we'll place the other pane. Okay, this might be easier than I thought. Right, he's standing over there, he's standing over there. We can place it. Should be good. I'm not sure if I'm too fond of the jumping, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll place something. I'd have to think maybe just a single pane or something above his head. Now my piston is over there. So now what I want to do is remove those two. And if I now go down here... Yeah, that's great. That is great. Let's say I just stand here or something. Yeah, that totally works. That's amazing. That was way easier than I expected. Ah, congrats, Snow Golems. You're not as annoying as villagers to deal with. Okay, so this is good. I guess I'll find... I'll extend the wall down so it's a bit more hidden, I suppose, and then I'll install some collection below here, and just a hopper minecart, I think, into maybe hoppers and a double chest, and then that should be good enough. Hopefully, we'll see. All right. Pretty quick and dirty. I just pushed a hopper minecart below 2 slabs above which the snow will generate, and that gets sucked down into 2 hoppers into a chest. And this works fine. There's a little bit at the back that it doesn't get. At this side, there's the same issue, but the player picks it up. So I don't know, but it works. I'll redesign this if this becomes an issue. Man, this seems like a surefire way to just blast through the durability of a shovel, though. It's pretty satisfying. So I spent some time going around the village and placing snow layers, just experimenting, seeing what I liked. And I've learned a few things, two things mainly. One is I'm not sure about the intensity yet. I've placed some on the trees and this might be already too much. Obviously, there's not going to be much snow on there. I've been going around and placing a few patches like this, and some bigger patches on the mountain area behind with some of the layers as well, to break up the regularity. Like it looked very regular behind there. So I'll experiment more and maybe I'm happy with this. That's sort of the feeling I have now. And this, maybe I'll need to dial back, have more grass in between so it's not fully white. And then I'll keep the big white areas for the mountainside. I still feel like that will be really good. And the second thing I learned is I'm gonna need a ton of snow. I'm gonna make some diamond shovels, just like efficiency 5 or whatever is needed to insta mine it and just go to town on that. We'll see. Maybe I have to expand storage, but I'm going to need so much snow you really blast through it. But that is all we have time for today. If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like or subscribing to the channel for similar content in the future. I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I hope to see you next time.